The business world of 2025 is unrecognizable compared to 1975. In 50 years, industries have risen and fallen, and technology has transformed every aspect of work and competition. But beneath this constant disruption, some principles have never changed. The relentless pursuit of excellence remains the foundation of enduring success. It's not about chasing trends, but about a deep commitment to being the best at what you do. Enduring companies build a culture of discipline, not through rigid control, but by empowering self-motivated people to deliver their best every day. Getting the right people on the bus is timeless. The right team can adapt, innovate, and thrive, no matter the era or technology. The human element is always paramount, even as hiring tools evolve. Another constant confronting the brutal facts. Companies that ignore reality, shifting markets, new competitors, changing customer needs, inevitably stumble. The best organizations create a climate where truth is heard and unfiltered information becomes insight. This allows them to adapt before crisis hits. The Stockdale paradox, facing harsh realities while maintaining faith in ultimate success, is a vital mindset for leaders in any era. These constants, excellence, the right people, and confronting reality separate the great from the merely good. They are the disciplines that endure no matter how much the world changes. Technology, markets, and strategies will always evolve, but these bedrock principles remain the true source of lasting greatness. In a sea of change, they are the unwavering anchors. The companies that thrive for decades are those that never lose sight of them. The lesson focuses on what never changes even as you adapt to what does. Technology has been the most visible force of change in business. In 1975, office tech meant typewriters and mainframes. Information was scarce and business moved at the speed of paper. The personal computer changed everything, putting power on every desk and leveling the playing field for small businesses. The internet then connected the world, turning local companies into global players overnight. Email, websites, and e-commerce redefined communication and commerce. Today, mobile and cloud computing have made information instant and ubiquitous. A smartphone is now a supercomputer in your pocket, and cloud services let startups access the same tools as giants. The pace of change is relentless, but the lesson is clear. Technology is an accelerator, not a replacement for disciplined thought and action. The winners are those who use technology to amplify their strengths, not chase every new gadget. The fundamentals, clarity, discipline, and purpose, still matter most. In every era, it's not the tools, but how you use them that sets you apart. Adapt, but don't lose your focus. That's how you thrive in a world of constant technological revolution. Leadership has evolved from command and control to cultivation and empowerment. In the past, leaders issued orders from the top of rigid hierarchies, expecting obedience and efficiency. But as business grew more complex, this model broke down. The best leaders became facilitators, empowering teams to solve problems and innovate. Servant leadership emerged, putting employee growth and well-being first. Today's most effective leaders blend humility with fierce resolve. They focus on building strong teams, fostering trust, and creating cultures of discipline. Their ambition is for the organization, not themselves. They are catalysts, not commanders, leaving behind systems and cultures that endure. The legacy of great leaders is not personal achievement, but the lasting greatness of their organizations. Leadership is now about cultivating people and purpose, not just managing tasks. Workplace culture has moved from the sidelines to the center of business success. 50 years ago, culture was rigid, formal, and focused on conformity. Today, diversity and inclusion are recognized as strategic assets, fueling creativity and better problem-solving. Work-life balance and employee well-being are now priorities, with flexible policies and remote work becoming the norm. The pandemic proved productivity isn't tied to a physical office. The strongest companies intentionally design their cultures, aligning values with every decision. Culture is now a driver of performance, not just a byproduct. It guides employees' choices and unites teams around a shared purpose. Building a great culture is a discipline, one that pays off in loyalty, innovation, and long-term success. In the end, how you do business matters as much as what you do. Global trade has transformed business, opening new markets and intensifying competition. In the 1970s, only the largest corporations operated internationally. Most businesses stayed local. Globalization, driven by technology and trade agreements, broke down barriers and connected economies. Companies could now design, source, manufacture, and sell across continents. But this also meant facing fierce competition from around the world. The era of protected markets ended. Every business became part of a global economy. Success now demands specialization and relentless improvement. Whether you're a giant like Toyota or a local shop, you must offer something unique that can't be easily copied. The lesson: adapt, focus, and build a competitive edge that stands out on the world stage. In a global market, average is no longer enough. The internet didn't just change technology, it rewrote the rules of business and society. Power shifted from companies to customers, who could now research, compare, and share opinions instantly. Radical transparency became essential. A single online review could make or break a brand. Social media amplified this, turning every customer into a potential influencer. Companies had to engage, listen, and build real communities, not just broadcast messages. The best businesses use digital tools to understand and serve customers better, not just chase likes. A local bakery can now build a global following with a smartphone and creativity. The tools will keep changing, but the need to truly know and serve your customer is constant. In the digital age, your brand is what your customers say it is. Adapt your tactics, but never lose sight of the fundamentals. The internet rewards those who stay disciplined and customer-focused. The expectation that businesses serve more than just shareholders has become a defining trend. In the past, profit was the only goal. Social and environmental concerns were afterthoughts. Today, companies are judged by their impact on employees, communities, and the planet. Sustainability and corporate responsibility are now strategic imperatives, not PR exercises. Brands like Patagonia prove that purpose and profit can go hand in hand. Ignoring these trends is a business risk, affecting talent, investment, and reputation. The most disciplined companies integrate purpose into their core strategy. Building an enduring business means creating value for all stakeholders. This isn't just altruism, it's smart, sustainable business. The last 50 years are filled with companies that failed to adapt. Kodak, Blockbuster, Pan Am. Their downfall wasn't lack of resources but a refusal to confront change. In contrast, survivors like Microsoft reinvented themselves, embracing new technologies and cultures. Small businesses too, adapted by focusing on what made them unique, like bookstores becoming community hubs. The key is to preserve your core values while relentlessly evolving everything else. Enduring companies hold tight to their purpose but change strategies, models, and practices as needed. This duality, staying true to your core while stimulating progress, is the secret to lasting success. Adaptation isn't just for the big players, agility is often a small business's greatest strength. The companies that thrive are those that face reality, embrace change, and never lose sight of why they exist. It's not about avoiding disruption, but using it as a catalyst for renewal. The art is in balancing tradition with transformation. That's how you survive and thrive across decades. The lesson: preserve what matters and be fearless in changing the rest. That's the path to enduring greatness. As we look back from 2025, the lessons for business are clear. The future will bring even more disruption, but timeless disciplines remain your anchor. First, get the right people. In a world of change, adaptable, disciplined teams are your greatest asset. Second, confront the brutal facts. Build a culture where truth is heard and reality is faced head-on. Third, focus on your hedgehog concept, the intersection of passion, skill, and economic engine. Don't chase every trend, apply relentless focus to what you can be best at. Build momentum deliberately, one disciplined step at a time. These principles separate the fleetingly successful from the truly enduring. In a turbulent world, they are your guide. The companies that last are those that never lose sight of them.